A modest victory parade with a handful of foreign guests by Vladimir Putin's side. In contrast to the elaborate Victory Day celebrations Russia used to have before its war with Ukraine, military equipment was not rolling on Red Square either, probably out of fear that it could be targeted by Ukrainian drones. Instead, there was a video showing some of the new military equipment and weapons being used on Ukrainian fronts. The Russian Ministry of Defense threatened to launch what it called a massive retaliatory missile strike on the center of Kyiv in case of a drone attack during the parade. President Putin once again compared the war in Ukraine to the Second World War.
The great feat of the generation of World War II victors inspires the fighters of the special military operation. They are resisting an aggressive force supported by the entire NATO bloc, and despite that, they are moving forward.
North Korean troops who helped the Russians retake their Kursk region after Ukraine's invasion in 2024 also marched in Red Square. On the eve of the parade, it became known that Kyiv and Moscow had agreed to a temporary 3-day ceasefire mediated by US President Donald Trump. In addition, the parties also agreed to exchange prisoners. But it wasn't just the military hardware display that was cancelled. Victory Park in Moscow is a popular area with Russians celebrating Victory Day. Every year it becomes a venue for hundreds of concerts and memorial events to commemorate the day. But this year, for the first time, despite thousands of people showing up with their families, all the events, as well as the traditional fireworks at the end of the day, have been cancelled for security reasons. But some of the park's visitors we spoke to don't seem to share that concern.
There are no worries at all. It's a sacred day, a day of remembrance for all those fallen. That is why we are here.
You can see the people who protect us. The center of Moscow is totally safe.
This is the day of sorrow and the day of pride for our country, for our ancestors who were able to defeat the Nazis. All the measures taken are for our safety.
81 years have passed since World War II, considered in Russia the most devastating conflict in its history. Many of those who fought are gone now. But the country is involved in a new bloody conflict with its neighbour, which after more than 4 years shows no signs of ending. Yulia Shapovalova, Al Jazeera, Moscow.